Hello and welcome back to the Silver Flamingo. I know it's been a while since I posted. Tomorrow will be July 9th, 2026. That means tomorrow's my 1 year anniversary of living full-time in my Airstream. So I figure I'd go over my experiences, my travels, which has been pretty well documented, some of the work that's been done to the camper, maybe some future projects. I'm sure I won't cover everything. So I'm tired, it's been a long day, but my journey started in Hayden, Idaho. I've been camping my entire life. I'm a former Boy Scout. I nearly bought another RV once, but we didn't. So this is technically my first one. So I was pretty green when I started. Now 1 year in, I'm actually managing a campground in Glacier County, Montana, right outside of Glacier National Park. So I will film content on the park at some point. We're still doing renovations, trying to get it open. We've had some challenges, but we're getting close. So stay tuned for that. But without further ado, I obviously bought the camper, stayed in Idaho for 3 months, went to California, then I went to Utah, then Wyoming, and now Montana. I had some repairs done at D&D Air Specialist in California. Overall, they did pretty good work. There were some issues. They took care of one problem. They knocked some money off the other issues. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I also joined the Airstream Owners Club in the last year. Great group of people. So thank you. And now let's go over and see what I've done in my camper. So mine is a 27-foot International front bed queen. What's nice about this is it has the bed straight on. It's a walk around queen. In the smaller sizes, like the 25, 26, the bed goes sideways. So I do like that. I had some water intrusion at some point. I believe it was under old ownership, but it rotted out the floors. So D&D replaced a couple sections of it. I had my toilet seal go and start leaking, so I rebuilt the guts myself and replaced the seal on a picnic bench at Alama Beach. Thank you, Rangers, for not complaining too much about that. A lady friend of mine named Tara gave me the Yeti, also known as the Bigfoot by the Blackfeet, when I first got my camper. So Yeti goes with me wherever I go, and yes, I have seen one. My travel latch on the shower broke, and they don't make the correct one anymore. The other one kind of went in and had a piece. So I got this one with some other parts from Woodland Airstream. I put a little rubber bumper on there just to keep it from opening, so looks pretty nice. The 27 has dual closets, which I do like. And the 25s, 6s, and 7s have this dinette that folds into an L-shaped couch/bed. So nice cozy place to lounge. I had an issue with this overhead cabinet in the galley. It was starting to kind of come loose, so D&D Air Specialist made some bracketry. You can see it to just kind of secure it. And then I had the same issue with this cabinet for the microwave, which I repaired myself. Just put a little L-shaped bracket here, another one in the back, and now the door is nice and secure. My camper has a couple goodies. This is the control panel for the solar. If I hit inverter, I can go off grid on power, and all my outlets and everything work. The old owners had a hotspot in here. I don't really use it because I have Starlink now, but I'll show that as we work our way outside of the camper. This faucet is on a UV filter, which the old owner did. Another nice upgrade. Walking outside, there's my Starlink setup. I'd like to thank my friends Joe and Allie at Paradise by the Sea for helping me make this. It's kind of a cool setup. So we took some PVC that I believe is 1.5 inches and some hose clamps, mounted it to the bicycle rack. We took some EMT electrical conduit, I believe it's 1.25 inches. It's a 10-foot pole. We cut it in half and put on a coupler so it breaks into 2 5-foot pieces for travel. And when it's erected, my Starlink panel's 10 feet in the air. So I have internet everywhere. Another thing is there's the one of the solar panels on the roof. Also had the roof resealed at D&D while it was down there. I don't know if you can see. And other solar panel, and there should be a third one over there for 425 watts of solar. I have new window gaskets I'm going to put on. I haven't done them yet. I have started resealing the windows. I use 80 seal, which is what the factory uses. You want to go a little over on the top. I just rub it in nice and clean. So that's one I've done. I've done a few of them, about half of them now. I mounted my Airstream Motor Club numbers, 18258. But if you go backwards, that's August 25th, 18, my son's birthday. So big thank you to the Airstream Owners Club for letting me have that number. It's kind of a cool little family thing. I had D&D Air Specialists replace the front end repair the front end separation. It's common on these, so this panel's been replaced. And there's two L-shaped brackets that are, I believe they're steel, that go in the channel. I think they go up to here. I can see a little dimple in the metal right here, so I think it goes up to about here. I believe these ones are welded in. There's other kits like the Heimbuilt that some of the other shops use that are also really good. Some of them are welded, some of them are bolted, but it's just a nice L-shaped channel that goes in there to prevent FES from happening again. Besides the UV filter, I also have a filter on the coach, which is common, and a pressure regulator, which I didn't know you're supposed to have initially. I like the one with the gauge, even though they can't freeze. Shows you where your pressure is. One of the best upgrades I made was this 3-inch D&D lift. So D&D Air Specialists, they make their own lift kits. It's a 3-inch lift. There's other kits out there on the market, but a 3-inch lift is definitely needed, especially if you ever go boondocking. I also had them replace the shocks with some new Monroe shocks. They did advise removing these wheels in the back, which is what people did before the days of lifts. I wanted to keep them just in case I do bottom out. I would rather put a little extra pressure and risk rear end separation than drag the back end. But so far that hasn't been an issue. Right when I got it, I invested in that little Blackstone, which I've shown. I have my e-bike in the building. And I'm trying to think what else I've done this year. I bought these nice Shelter Logic hammock chairs at Costco. That one was bought last year, the Rio, and I purchased the Tommy Bahama this year. I think that's it. So I probably put about 20 grand or more into the camper since I bought it. Actually a little bit more with the goodies. There's a few more things I'd like to do. I want to do an aircrafters, I think is what it's called, water inlet for the city water. So that way I don't have to worry about leaks. That's a common Achilles heel. I plan to have the brakes checked and probably replaced. And trying to think, I had to do some work on the truck, but I'll go into that in another video. So, and I plan to do other work to the truck, but that's where I'm at 1 year in. It's been a fun, epic journey. I've met a lot of really great people. I've had a lot of fun. I've seen some really neat things. It's definitely an experience, and it's been a good one. So 1 year in, do I have regrets? No, I do not. I have seen a lot of people that do regret RV life a year in, and I can understand why, and I might make a video on why people regret RV life at some point. But as for me, this was the right decision for this chapter of my life. I don't know how long it will last, but I'm sure it'll last at least another year. So stay tuned. I will keep filming periodically, even though I'm not filming as much, as this journey continues. And I will showcase the campground I'm managing at some point as soon as we get it up and running. So stay tuned for that. And I will give you guys a promo code when we do get Glacier Grizzly up and running. If you use promo code AS for Airstream, or if you're military, you can use MIL or LEO for law enforcement officer. You will get a nice little discount on your check-in. We're going to be using CampSpot as our booking service. We're not officially open yet, but we should be soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for supporting me and my fun little epic adventure here. And we'll see you next time at the Silver Flamingo.